Alright, y'all. I'm back doing another video. This is Sherry Webb, life coach, author, mother, sister, aunt, and all around businesswoman. Trying to live my best authentic life. Trying to help you live yours. So, I want to, listen, let me ask y'all something. Does anybody out there have, let me get in this shade right now and then try to get away from this wind. I just don't know which way to turn. Look at that. I think that's from like wearing my glasses. I don't know. But does any of y'all have a toxic person in your life or deal with toxic people at work you gotta be around every day of your life for the majority of your day? I want to talk about dealing with those type of people and how to do so. Let me turn around. And how to deal with those type of people. When you have to deal with, I'm walking here, have to deal with negative people or toxic people. Let's call them toxic people because negative people are toxic. Okay? Let's say you can't really get away from them. So how do you deal with it? If you work at a job, let's say you still have to actually go into the office because so many people work from home now. So let's say you're one of the people that actually still have to go into an office or have to go into a job site and work. If you have someone that you have to be around the majority of your day that's like extra negative, super toxic, just constantly, just too much.com in the negative department. You know what I'm saying? Just bring your whole spirit down. How do you deal with it? That's my question to y'all. And the reason I'm asking, ooh, look at that big old bird. I'm gonna need for that bird. Can y'all see that bird? That sucker was huge. Maybe it was too close to me. So I used to be, and the reason I'm asking the question is because I know what that feels like, number one. Woo, don't I know how it feels. Number two, the reason I know how that feels is because I used to be that one. Have to be in a toxic environment all day long. And how do I deal with it? How did I deal with it? How do you deal with it? So I'm going to tell you what worked for me. Right? I'm going to tell you what worked for me because, as y'all know, I'm all about living authentically. And because I'm so serious about living in my life authentically and helping you do the same, I don't switch up. I don't change for nobody. I don't change for no job. That don't mean I don't do my job. I do my job. Don't nobody have, now that's one thing, don't nobody have to beat me over the head or micromanage me or none of that for me to do what I'm supposed to do. So that was never the issue. But the issue, what I discovered, and maybe you feel like this if you're one of those people that have to be around, toxic people. The issue is that toxic people can't stand your positive energy. I mean, it literally is like kryptonite to them. Like kryptonite, what was kryptonite used for? Superman, to kill Superman off? Well, it's a negative person. Your positive energy is a negative person's kryptonite, right? And the way I dealt with that is I stayed more positive. I just stayed positive. But what I noticed is the more positive you try to be, the more you try to keep your own vibration high and keep your mind on positivity or just keep your mindset on your goals, or stayed on your goals, or stayed on, wherever you're trying to go in life, the more that toxic, negative person will come at you. So the way I learned to deal with negative, toxic people is to become what I call non-reactive. Non-reactive. I got that term from listening to Kevin Hart's book, and he was talking about his audible book. But he was talking about, being non-reactive. And I was like, dang, that's what I've been doing. And I was listening to this book actually while I was still at my old job. Because I constantly listened to positive, motivating things while I was in the negative environment. Because, hi, how you guys doing? Because that's what kept me motivated. That's what kept me positive, and kept me from allowing the negative people's trying to find the wind, trying to get away from the wind. That's what kept me from getting too caught up in other people's negative energy, was to listen to motivational stuff. So that's another way to deal with toxicity, is you have to surround toxic, negative people. Instead of like allowing them their energy to get on the inside of you, if you can, you have to intentionally surround yourself with positive energy. So for me, when I was in a work environment that was really negative like that, what I would do is pop these in all day, because I didn't have to talk on the phone or nothing like that. And all day I would listen to motivational stuff. That's how I learned so much as far as like personal development. So while they were trying to be, while I had to be around the negative energy all day, I used the job's time not only to do my job, but to feed my mind. So I still did my job. I did what I was supposed to do. What I was getting paid to do. I still did my job. But during that time that I was there for 8 hours, I was learning. I wasn't just sitting there like just taking in the negative energy. I was feeding my mind with positive information, with education. So I was, and since I'm a personal development and transformational coach, and all about helping you live your authentic life, my whole intention all day was to stay authentic to who I was. Because the moment I stepped out of that, oh man, you're talking about an energy zapper. It just took my energy. The moment I stepped out of being authentic, it took, and being true to who I am. You have to stay true to who you are. When you have to deal with negative people, you have to stay true to who you are. If you are a positive person, you can't allow a negative person's energy to sway you. You just got to accept that person, right? So accept that person for who they are, and you just keep it pushing. You keep on staying in your lane, your positive lane, right? You stay in the positive lane, you let them stay in the negative lane. That's how you do that. So back to what I was saying about listening to Kevin Hart's book. He was talking about being, how to be non-reactive. And so I was like, wow, because I had kind of mastered that and didn't even know that's what I was doing. So I learned how to not react to negative, toxic people. I don't know why I keep saying negative, toxic people, because they're kind of like one and the same. Kind of, But yeah, I learned to not react. I learned how to become non-reactive to people. So it was about becoming non-reactive and not allowing that person's energy to get down on the inside of me. And so when I say non-reactive, what I mean is, let's say that you are... Hi, how you guys doing? Good. So, see, that's what positive energy do. People just be, hey, how you doing? Hey, because they feel my vibration. They feel my energy. My energy is way up here. It's high. It's on a good level. Yeah, but let's say that you have to be around toxic people, all day. And how do you become non-reactive to it? So the way you become non-reactive to it is, first of all, number one is accept that person. You have to understand, some people, they relish in that toxicity. For some reason, obviously they've gotten some type of reward from being negative and being, nasty and mean and unhappy. They've gotten a reward all their life for being that way. Even if that reward is a negative response, maybe that toxic person is just starving and thirsting for attention. Even if it's negative attention, it's a reward for them, right? So first you have to understand that the way a person is, if they're just a toxic person, nasty, whatever, if they're just that type of person, you have to understand that that's who they are. You got to accept that. You got to understand that and accept it. And don't try to change anyone. You can't change anyone. People have to want to change for themselves. People have to want something different for themselves, right? So that's number one. Number one is to accept that person for who they are. And when the thing about, or what a lot of people get hung up on, is accepting the truth. So that's where people struggle. So the distance between, my hair looks crazy, the distance between your truth, or the truth, not your truth, your truth, and the actual factual reality of something is called cognitive dissonance. Look it up. I know I'm not using the technical medical terminology, but it's called cognitive dissonance, right? So that's where most people struggle, is that space in between their truth, or what they want to be true, or what they perceive to be true, or their idea of the truth. So the distance between that and the actual reality of something, right? So when you are in between that space, it's a struggle, it's a tug of war, it feel like this, like, dang, wow. It feel like this for real, like, just can't. Okay, so the key is to accept the person for who they really truly are. When you accept a person for who they are, baby, after that it's all good, because you're no longer trying to you no longer allow that person's actions, personality, negativity, negative disposition, you don't allow it to dictate your emotions. You don't allow that energy to get down on the inside of you. So that's when you become non-reactive. That is being non-reactive. Is when, let's say, like my old job, it drove somebody I work with at my old job, it drove that person crazy that I would never react to their negative energy. I would never react to their cries for attention, because their cries for attention was in a negative way, right? They wanted attention for the wrong reasons, and the attention that they were seeking was actually depleting other people's energy. I refuse to be one of those people. You're not going to drain me because you need attention. That's when you have to become non-reactive. So they being negative, complaining, blah, 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 just complaining about whatever, oh, this is happening in my life, and oh, and they always got a sob story, a negative story for you. So in that case, during those times, I would just be like, like no emotion, no emotion, no, oh, wow, dang, no. You don't give or what? Then you getting all riled up, blah, 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 blah. Or let's say they coming at you because your energy's so positive, so they're coming at you to try to bring you down. You cannot allow that person to get up under your skin. So instead of being like, dang, this person, get on my nerves, shoot, you just be like, woo, okay, that's funny, this is called a hater. And since I got a hater, that means I'm doing something right. That's how you deal with that. Just keep your energy where your energy needs to be. You don't let that person get up under your skin, because, and then sometimes it's somebody in your family, right? Because I know I don't care who you are, out of the billions of people on this earth, every single person has somebody that they are closely associated with, somebody in their family that is just negative. They just negative, and negative Nancy, negative Ned, negative Nate, they're just negative. And how do you deal with them people? If they're your family, you can't just throw your family away. You know what I'm saying? You may feel like, dang, I just want to get away from this person. But if it's your family, you can't just throw them away. I mean, you can distance yourself. You can definitely distance yourself from them. And that helps, But if it's like someone that you have to be around eventually. So let's say you can distance yourself. The only people you can't distance yourself from are the people you live with. But let's say it's a family member that you don't necessarily live with. You can just put a little distance between you and that person. And like I said before, the best way to deal with someone, especially if it's someone in your family, is to just accept that person for who they are, the way they are, and know that's who they are. That's just where they want to be in life. Let them be there. You ain't got to go there with them. You ain't even got to become negative right along with them. Don't let their energy sway you one way or the other, and limit your contact with them, but if it's someone you live with, let's say it's someone you live with, and that person's energy is just off the charts negative, you know what I'm saying? You can try to talk with them, about it and see if that changes things. But let's say that it doesn't. Let's say that doesn't make a difference. Oh man, put these sunglasses on because the sun is everything right now. But let's say that doesn't make a difference. Trying to talk to that person doesn't make a difference. So at this point now, you just have to understand that this is not your battle. When you understand it's not your battle, it's not for you to fix this person, then it's easier to stay in your positive lane. When you understand that it's not, that this battle right here with this person that you love dearly is not yours. That even goes for someone that's in your family that you don't necessarily live with. You have to understand some people they just negative, they toxic, and they okay with being that way. And it don't matter what you do, how nice you are, how kind you are, what you do for them, how you may try to help them. It doesn't matter if they want to be negative. If they want to be negative Nancy, negative Nate, and negative Ned, I don't know who these people are that made up. But if they want to be that, you got to let them be that. You ain't got to go there. Be like, whatever. You ain't even got to go there. So that is my word. My advice is to learn to become non-reactive. You have to become non-reactive. And when I say non-reactive, what I mean is not reacting to negative people's energy. You do not react to it. You stay your course, you stand your ground, you stay in your positive energy. And if you're just now starting to learn how to do this, you have to understand that it may take some practice, you know. So let's say you have to go around, you know, you're going to have to be around a negative person that you know it's going to be negative. It's going to be negative energy. So the way you start practicing or getting better at becoming non-reactive is, first of all, like I said, accept the person for who they are, right? Then prepare yourself. Mentally prepare yourself and know that you are going to have to be around this person. And once you mentally prepare yourself, not only say, okay, I know I'm going to have to be around this person, and I know how this person is, I know how they're going to behave, I know they're going to say something. You do not. The thing that catches a lot of people up and throws them off course is that they're caught off guard by the negative person's actions or words or whatever. So I already know, have it in your mind that you know this person is who they are, how they are, and they may, and it's more likely than not, that they're gonna say something crazy or do something crazy to get attention and be negative or whatever. And when you understand that and accept that about that person, you'll be more prepared to be around them, right? So you'll be better prepared to be around a person. And sister gave me these glasses, I love them. You'll be better prepared to be around that negative person, and because you're better prepared, you know how they're going to be, you know how they're going to act per se, then now you are better prepared on how you react, which is going to be not reacting. You're going to not react. You're going to remain in your positive vibe, your positive energy, and allow that person to be exactly who they are. And that's how you deal with negative, toxic people, is that you learn to become non-reactive. And when you learn, look at the little kids playing. And when you learn to become non-reactive, love kids. I can't see them. Where they at? When you learn to become non-reactive, then it just makes things a lot easier. It makes it easier for you to deal with negative energy, negative people. But get ready, because what I'm going to tell you is that if a negative person is like, dang, the sun is something else, boy. I mean, the wind. If there's a negative person and they like thrive off of that negative reaction that they get from you, then you have to be ready for them to pretty much just like keep on attacking you or coming at you or keep being negative or just keep on, they're going to keep putting that negative energy out and trying to get up under your skin. At that point, you have to either remove yourself from around that person. Limit your time, like I said in the beginning. Limit your time around that person. So you may have to limit your time around that person, be like, up, I'm out, and go on about your business, because ain't nobody got to put up, with your negative ASS, your negative ass. Just go on somewhere, You ain't got to, you go somewhere. Get away from that person, that negative energy. So if it's a person that thrives off of being negative and getting up under your skin and getting a reaction from you, and you see that's what their intention is, even though, especially if you're being non-reactive, now you really do know. That's just how this person is. They're, you continue to be non-reactive and remove yourself. And as much as you can, keep your distance from negative people at work, at home, family gatherings, whatever it is. I don't even like to talk to negative people. I don't want to be around negative people. I'm trying to live my best authentic life, and authentically, I'm a happy person. Authentically, I am a nurturing person. Authentically, I am a personal development person. Like, I love to help people, you know? Like, I love to help people become better. I love helping y'all become better. So authentically, that's who I am. Authentically, I'm super creative. Authentically, I love life, you know? And I can't be around that negative energy. I don't watch the news. I don't watch negative stuff. You have to be careful of what you even allowing to come into your psyche, you know? What are you watching? What are you listening to? You know, I be trying to tell my kids, they teenagers. So, you know, they be listening to all that old everything. I like different music. Don't get me wrong, but I be telling them, like, you need to limit the stuff you taking in, you know? Like, for real, you can't just take in all this old negative words and all this rap. And this ain't nothing against rap music, because, honey, please, I grew up on hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? But it was just different. People growing up, it was different. So, yeah. So you have to be careful what you're reading. Read positive stuff. Read uplifting stuff. Read stuff that's going to make you better. It's about, you know, what you're taking in. What are you listening to? Don't listen to crazy negative material or content. Don't watch negative stuff constantly on the news. You can't do that. You can't do that, because then you're taking it in. You're putting that stuff in your psyche, and that's unhealthy. Like, you can't be a positive person and take in negative stuff all the time. That's not how it works. If you take in negative stuff, you become a negative person. I'm going back to my car now, because, you know, I think I want to go to the gym. So that's my word, y'all. That's my word. That's my word about being positive and becoming or learning to be non-reactive to negative energy, right? You have to become non-reactive to negative energy. I keep forgetting to look at the right part of the camera. All right, y'all. That is it for today. Thank you so much again for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and let's keep leveling up, y'all. Like, for real, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to live my best authentic life, on a mission to help you do the same. I am authentically me, and I'm looking for you, my authentic tribe. Let's go. Y'all be blessed. Bye.